Connie Reimers-Hild. I'm an extension educator with the University of Nebraska-Lincoln. And I'm also coordinator of our Southeast Nebraska Inventors, Investors, and Entrepreneurs Club, or I2E Club. And that's the reason we're here today, is to do an interview with two extremely entrepreneurial individuals. I'm joined by Laura Damme, President and CEO of Tri-Valley Bank in Talmage, Nebraska, and Jay Loginaker, President of Tri-Valley Bank, Randolph Banking Center. Welcome. We're really excited to have you both here today. And as you both know, the purpose of I2E is really to help people grow their businesses and their ideas, while also connecting people with resources. And we really like to learn from people like yourselves who have done it themselves and really have some great experience in entrepreneurship and growing their ideas and ventures. So if you would just take a minute to describe your business, or in your case, businesses.
Okay, well, I have the bank in Talmage, Nebraska, and also I have a number of farms that I manage as a separate business. Jay has the bank in Randolph, Iowa, and the two banks work together on a lot of things. We're common ownership. And then Jay farms as well.
You're both very much serial entrepreneurs, aren't you? Must be in your blood. Did you learn how to be entrepreneurs, or was it something you've always done?
Well, I think it's something that both our families have always done too, so we probably learned it kind of from just growing up with it.
And there's quite a bit of history with your banks and your families in entrepreneurship as well. Is that correct, Jay?
Yes, Laura's family has been involved in the bank in Talmage since the 1880s. My family has been involved in the bank in Randolph, Iowa since it was founded in 1917, but I'm actually the first member of the family to work there on a full-time basis.
That's great. That's great. Now, you've helped the banks grow and be successful. How have you recognized these opportunities to start ventures and grow ventures over time?
Well, I think that we have had the opportunity to meet a lot of our customers and know our customers for a long time. I have a degree in business, so I've had some opportunity over a period of time to learn the techniques for looking at customers and their situations and making some decisions about that.
Great. How about you, Jay?
Well, I think being in a small town, it's very nice because you know a lot of people, and you know people that are involved in entrepreneurial type things and starting businesses. So I guess one of the first things that a lot of people do if they're thinking about starting a business is to come and talk to the local banker.
You bet. Now, how do you both keep your businesses moving forward? What are some ideas and suggestions you can give our audience?
Well, one of the things that I do and our staffs do is we attend a number of conferences and continuing education programs over the year to see what's going on in the industry. Our customers sometimes have good ideas, especially regarding new technologies that perhaps they'd like to see our bank implement.
That's great.
Jay?
It's actually easier for a small bank to implement new technologies than for a large bank because we don't have the layers of bureaucracy that it has to go through, and it's less expensive for us to implement something than it would be a huge bank. So technology really helps us.
So it sounds like technology is definitely key, and then investing in your employees is also another key to keep your businesses moving forward. That's awesome.
Yes, without our good employees, and some of them are really bright on looking at opportunities.
Excellent.
It helps the whole business go.
So it's not just the two of you. You really are using your employees to help move those businesses forward. That's wonderful. Absolutely wonderful advice. What are some of the lessons you've both learned through your entrepreneurial experiences?
I think one of the most important things that a person needs to realize if they're thinking about starting a business is you can't do it alone. You're going to need help. Help comes from a number of different sources. One of the best sources is through the university and through the community colleges and through some other agencies. They have resources for entrepreneurs and small businesses that are excellent. The other thing is you need to build a team. You're not going to be able to turn an idea into a business by yourself. It's very important to get an accountant involved at an early stage. especially if you're hoping to get an SBA loan, which many entrepreneurs want to do at some point. It's also very important to have an attorney help you draft up the proper documents to get your business started.
But, so don't go it alone, build that team. How about you, Laura?
Oh, I think you have to have some patience with your ideas, and you have to work on refining them. Be committed to what you're doing, and also I think you need to look at things like marketing, a niche for your product or service,
Sure.
to make it unique and differentiate it from anything else in the market. A lot of networking. It's really important to talk to other people in the business.
Get out there, make it happen, really.
Yeah.
And I like how you added patience, because I think sometimes people really go into entrepreneurship thinking they're going to make it rich quick. and some people do, but most people don't. They're one in a million, maybe.
There's a lot of trial and error that goes into it.
The first 5 years is the hardest.
Yeah, I think I myself am experiencing that. I think it's hard to get it going and really build those ideas. So I think being patient and refining it along with building that team is just excellent advice. Okay, as we wrap up our segment here, what are some final suggestions or pieces of advice you could give people who are starting a business or are already in business or just wanting to grow their idea?
I think there's some suggestions for people that are starting businesses that are maybe different from ones that are already into a business. If you're starting a business, you really need to assess, maybe start with a laundry list of what's needed for your business. And if you're already in a business, presumably you already are to that point, and you are needing to execute on those ideas that you've got on your list and follow through.
The follow through.
Yeah, the follow through.
I think that's important too. A lot of times we have ideas, but we don't follow through. So
Yeah.
that's great. How about you, Jay?
I think setting goals is really important, and setting some short-term and intermediate goals as well as long-term goals. You might want to have the best German restaurant in southeast Nebraska, and that's fine for a long-term goal, but you've got to set some short-term goals like, we want to serve 100 people every weekend within a year, and 5 years from now we want to be serving 300 people every weekend.
So you're talking about very specific goals, targets that people need to be able to reach.
Yes, I think it's really important to have a number of small steps so you can get to the ultimate big step.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Laura and Jay, for joining us for our interview today. I think that was some really great advice, and sometimes things we don't always think of as entrepreneurs. And setting those goals and really sticking to it and being patient, I think, are really excellent, along with everything else you've mentioned today. So this is Connie Reimers-Hild. We're signing off from our Southeast Nebraska's I2E Club video, and we'll see you again soon.